Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasifunde incwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sokhuluma ngazo. Le incwadi esuke sizifundile senzela laba phela abasuke bengenathi isikhathi ukuthi bayifunde incwadi nalaba abasuke benqina nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama reality shows ethala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama reality shows, senza ama reviews nama recaps, siphinde futhi sikhulume nga any other issues avukayo mangabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi-TV. Ngiyahleka because when we talk about any other issues, hey, ngiyashuba. But ke sizobe sikhulume ngaloko. Let's just do a full review of Mnakwethu Happily Ever After. This was our reunion. Yo guys, this was supposed to be fireworks. It is fireworks, but it's a different kind of it's a different kind of fireworks. I don't know guys. But again, those are nani my comments because how did you feel about this reunion? Reunion nje kusuke kuyindlela ukuthi sithole first updates ukuthi where are the cast members njengamanje, you know, bagcine benze njani, bayazwana or not na, and then get a clarification on certain things abasuke bezenzile or bezishilo during the season. And since abanye they don't get to shoot and ndawonye, they get to be together now as ama cast members, and we get to see whether they get along or not. So a reunion is supposed to be one of the most exciting episodes the season, and it's supposed to prepare us as well for the next season. So as I did say with video that I did about the host of this reunion, is that they did make a decision, these producers, to have Musamselegu as the host of the reunion. I do not know how they came to that decision, but they did. Because previously what we had who was hosting a reunion was Ulinda Sbiya. Well, I'm a reunion that I've watched, it was Ulinda Sbiya. Musamselegu would be there and he would make some contribution, but he wouldn't be the main host of Ilukuzane reunion. So this time it was different because he was the main host and he was alone and there was no Linda Sbiya. And honestly, we did miss Ulinda Sbiya. Like I had thought ukuthi vele sizomkhumbula uLinda Sbiya. We did miss uLinda Sbiya. There was a little bit of chaos, and I mean people who direct the show now bese ngibuza ukuthi bakuphi. There was a little bit of chaos. Abantu bebekhuluma whenever they want to talk. The microphone was being passed around. I didn't feel like he had control of the show, and it did look a little bit unprofessional. I mean, I think standard to say reunion is supposed to go up every season, and I think comparing this reunion with the last one, the last one was better than this one, and that is not a good sign. But again, this was part one. We're still going to see part two, so we don't know how part two is going to be like. Okay, again, as normal. Uma ngabe kuqala reunion, they show us a little bit of them getting ready for the reunion. Nai host getting ready for the reunion. He said something about his wives, saying something about the show, about the show, whatever, which I wasn't really interested in. I'm more interested in this cast member because this show is not about Uba Umseleko, it's about labantu laba abasuke bezocela ukuthatha isithembu. Honestly, I did express ama concerns amathini ngoba Umseleko, so I won't repeat everything on that video, but I'm just going to focus on what happened in this video, and then I'm going to talk about maybe issues that I had when it comes to this reunion. And then at the beginning, obviously they're greeting each other, just finding out what's happening. So nisaqhubeka nesithembu bodulas bathi nomi kanjani ogezani bathi no reverse. Honestly guys, I get the feeling that out of everybody, one person that is really excited about being on TV is Ugezani. Actually, in this reunion, we find out Ugezani beno dulas engazi ukuthi bayazana from emakhaya, and which gave me an idea ukuthi mhlambe umthinte ulona uDulas ngoba efuna ukuba kwi-TV. And it was like, how did you get on that show? Can I get on that show too? I just got that feeling. He seems very excited about being part of the show, even more than ukuthi it's because uthatha isithembu I just feel like he's more excited about being a cast member. But yeah, I understand. I mean, it's exciting to be on TV. And then there was Ulanga as well. Angazi Ulanga ukuthi uzofunani lana, but ke phela he did appear on a few episodes, a few scenes, and we kept waiting for Mashelembe, who never came. So I don't even know why they were casted for this season, because we couldn't see the whole story. Umasithole is there as well. Yes, okay. And then there was umacingwane uThembelani, phela we know ukuthi uThembelani sigcine kumbona laphayana ezama ukunqanda amakhosikazi akhe, so asazi noma agcine enqandekile yini. And then they show us a little bit of the wives, because the people that were on stage first were the should I say the husbands? Who's married there? Who's married laphayana? Nobody. But I will say the husbands, guys, just to make my life easy. Allow me to say the husbands, because when I get to the husbands, then in the comment section they come and understand who is the husband, because these people are not married, guys. I know they are not married, but let's just say the husbands. They're the ones that were on stage first. So they show us the wives talking about, yes, go number one, but on number two, I expect to cinema befig and just understand that this is what Ulola Mamhlongo was saying. I guess they were just showing us a conversation, Jane, as the wives sitting together. One thing I noticed was Ulona uMasithole unkosikazi wesibili kaLanga, or intombi yesibili kaLanga, is was very quiet. He was just looking at them like, hey, lab. Obviously abakhuluma kakhulu it's uSamantha shame ayike into eyomlona eyomvimba ukuthi akhulume lo muntu wakhuluma ngisho sekufanele athule ukuthi ingane akayazi ukuthi ngaba wavile washo athi ingane akayazini ukuthi kabani. So I guess nje uSamantha, you will never be able to shut her up. It was also Mamthomben. I did not see uMamkhize. I guess uMamkhize bamcashisile somewhere, because otherwise fireworks again. Phela we might get a rematch yale apero ya last week uma ngabe bemletha. I guess somewhere there is also Umacele is here, okalona. The wives are all here. Mamchunu khona, bakhona bonke except for Mamkhize ukuthi bambeke ngale. Mamhlongo khona, noma lokhuzana noma shozi bakhona. So, and then they start with Udulasi, okay? Udulasi, obviously he is there with Mamhlongo and Ulokhuzana with shows as well. I guess they didn't feel the need to bring Umadlamini, even though Umadlamini did shoot certain scenes when it came to this season. So they talk about the most famous scene that they shot, which was when Ulokhuzana uMamhlongo found out ukuthi kanti uMashozi usekhokheliwe, and then they had that conflict. Uyachaza ulona uMamhlongo ukuthi what was her issue there. At number one, it was indlela that uMashozi was introduced to them. Number one, ukuthi wangatsheliwe ngoMashozi nake sebuthola ngaye, sethola nanokuthi usenengane. Okay, fine, ke sebeyazama to build that relationship. The next thing uyahanjwa uyolotsholwa without her being told ukuthi uMashozi uyahanjwa uyolotsholwa, and she found out on that scene ukuthi uselotsholiwe Ulokhuzana. Umashozi without ukuthi yena alotsholo. Uyabuza kumsele ukuthi kanti wena awukakalotsholwa yini? Mamhlongo athi no, akazange azalotsholwa. Uyambuza kulona ubabusele kuDulasi. Kahle njengoba sekumi kanjena ube noMamhlongo first and then kwaba uMashozi. Now usulobola uMashozi who is mamkhulu, athi yena uDulasi. Well, ngokwesizulu kahle phela umuntu okumele ngabe umamkhulu is uMamhlongo, but yena he felt ukuthi uMamhlongo akamlalele, and ifila ngathi umuntu mamtshela ukuthi enze into or ashintshe into engayishintshi, why would he go ayolobola kubo kaMamhlongo? So that's why I decided ukuthi ayolobola kaMashozi. So athi izinto eziningi ezenziwa uMamhlongo akazithandi. So uyabuza kulokhuzana uMamhlongo ukuthi okay, so uMashozi ulotsholwe ngoba eziphethe kahle na? Athi yes, uDulasi yes, ulotsholwe ngoba eziphethe kahle. So bese ethi question kaMamhlongo is, then why are we still continuing with this relationship? And uDulasi is like, angithi phela wena uyangilandelela, you know. uthi angiyekeki. Angi-understand ukuthi ngempela if someone benithandana ahamba yolobola omunye umuntu like ngijola ngithini la lo muntu, like the next day ngikade ngizwe usulobola omunye umuntu, what is the conversation, how move on kanjani, angazi. Mamhlongo bakwethu, they must give us tips kulezi zinto. I don't understand. So usho kanjalo ukuthi ke ngoba abahlukaneki in so usethi ke uMamhlongo ke that's why ke mina sengidecide ukuthi ngizitholele omunye umuntu, meaning ukuthi naye usenesithembu sakhe, unoDulas unomunye umuntu, hayi ke which obviously the audience ivungamile when it came to that. I couldn't judge really whether it's real lento kaMamhlongo ukuthi athi unayo omunye umuntu, or it's just to show mhlawumbe to hurt Dulas's feelings. I don't know, but one thing, you guys can tell me what you thought. I thought ukuthi when they were sitting, because they were sitting esihlalweni kulokhuzana uMashozi uDulas phakathi nendawo uMamhlongo, even though uMamhlongo noDulas seemed to be the ones that were having most conflicts, but it also seemed to be the two that had the most, almost, you know, when you feel like people are in love with each other. I know it's weird because we are talking about Dulas here, no Mamhlongo. But I feel like kune chemistry ekhona between uMamhlongo no Dulas that is not there for Dulas no Lokhuzana no Mashozi. I can understand why Dulas would choose to ukuthalobula uMashozi, because uMashozi seems to be a yes person. Whatever Dulas wants, she will do, just so ezolotshola. It's like whatever you want baba ngizokwenza so that ngizolotshola, you know. And uMamhlongo is like, listen, ma uzongilobola nginje or not. But the fact that Dulas even then hasn't really moved on from uMamhlongo, I do feel like a chemistry between Dulas and Mamhlongo that is not there when it comes to Dulas no Lokhuzana no Mashozi. And I think it bugs uMashozi because she can see it. Even when they were sitting there, you know, abantu bebethachana, it was uMamhlongo beno Dulas. Guys, nibonile leyo nto na? Nibonile yini leyo nto ukuthi anyhow bathi bayahlukana kodwa futhi ibone ngazi ukuthi bancikana kakhulu. So here's the thing again that caused me to be like, ay baba uMseleko ngeke sicela upart 2 usibuyisela uLinda Mseleko, ulinda Sibiya, because listen, ubaba uMseleko kuyindoda yesithembu ne, and ubelievela esithembini, and uhleze esho yena ukuthi akabelievele intweni zama feminist and all of that. So he doesn't support lento ukuthi a woman should be independent, women can do what men can do. He doesn't support that. So that is not the right person also host a show where you have to ask questions from both sides. And I think he was struggling with that because he was so perplexed by the fact that uMamhlongo says unomunye umuntu, okay, and then he is like, okay, Dulas, are you still going to continue with uMamhlongo nje bethi unomunye umuntu? And Dulas is like, yeah, but sesiyajola nje, vele benijola phela ngoba vele bengalotsholo. So usho ukuthi mhlawumbe sebeyajola nje into engayindawo. He has no plans ukuthi ever ukuthi amlobole. Athi yena inkinga yakho ukuthi phela uMamhlongo belokho emlandelile ukuthi akayekeki, and naye uyasho ukuthi naye uyayamkhumbula uMamhlongo, uyayamkhumbula uMamhlongo abuyele kena, but he has decided ukuthi ngeke azeze kubo, nanokuthi ngeke azamlobole, akasoza azamlobole, bayajola nje. So naMamhlongo phela since uDulas says ukuthi akasoza azamlobole, uzitholele omunye umuntu according to her. Now ubaba uMseleko says, I think ubuze kaningi lo mbuzo uDulas usho uzoqhubeka nomuntu onomuntu, uthi wena une polyandry ebuza kulokhuzana une polyandry, is it polyandry ebuza kuMamhlongo. Umuntu uthi nami nginabantu bami nami, ngithi nayo unabantu unomuntu nomuntu, nami nginomuntu, you know leyo nto. And then he's like uMseleko is like he wanted to make sure uzoqhubeka Dulas nomuntu onomuntu na. Here's the thing that puzzles me ngalombuzo kaMseleko. Really uMseleko thinks ukuthi men are the only ones that can have more than one partner. And then the thing that he said, and then uthi ene kuMashozi, you really look like you love your man. And Mashozi is like, yeah, vele ngiyamthanda kakhulu futhi. Leyo question le, I feel like uMseleko defines uthando lomuntu wesifazane endodeni as umuntu wesifazane allowing indoda to do whatever indoda wants and support whatever indoda wants. I think that's how he defines love. Like if unkosikazi wakhe ekuthanda, she will allow you ukuthi uthathe isithembu, she will support you ukuthi wenze izinto like izinto that make her uncomfortable and make her unhappy but will support you in doing those things. That's how ubaba uMseleko feels like uthando is, because it's like akalibona uthando luka Mamhlongo to uDulas just because uMamhlongo is like, listen, this is who I am, you take me or you leave me. Kodwa olga Mashozi uyalibona, it's like uMashozi, just because uMashozi uvuma yonke into means ukuthi uMashozi is the one that loves uDulas. That thing just didn't make sense to me. Anyway, I do understand ukuthi uMashozi no Lona vele they are different, and I do understand the decision kaDulas because he doesn't want to deal with the challenge uMamhlongo, because uMamhlongo would be the kind of person that will challenge you with relationship. If you're going to make her do something, you're going to have to explain yourself. And then ubaba uMseleko takes it even further. La ke sivele sonke besibuka savele start sathi uyabona la mehla 10 kuma emojis savele sawavula sonke amehla sathi uthi yena kuma shows, so uzovuma ukuthi umuntu umyeni wakho athandane nomuntu onomunye umuntu akazonilethela yini izifo. If I could faint, I would have fainted, because I was like, hayibo kanti izifo zilethwa abantu besifazane kuphela yini? Why is it izifo a concern uma ngabe uMamhlongo ethola omunye umuntu usezoletha izifo uMamhlongo? But uDulas is having uhead uMadlamini noMamhlongo noMashozi and has another one in Joburg. Akaze kuze kukhulunywe indaba ukuthi uDulas uzoletha izifo. But mangabe sekuMamhlongo who has multiple partners, uMamhlongo usezoletha izifo. I was like, huh? I think noMashozi was like, huh? But usholo ngaphakathi. But honestly, that thing just puzzled me. I'm like, hayibo le ndoda isho ukuthini ngempela? Naye angayibalethela amakhosikazi wakhe izifo njoba enamakhosikazi amaningi nama girlfriends amaningi angithi uhleze esho. It's not umuntu wesifazane kuphela oletha izifo. I think he was looking for a way to justify indaba yokuthi iphathi kaMamhlongo yokujola nomunye umuntu ebe nomunye umuntu is wrong, but ekaDulas is not. and you can never really find a good reason to say what is the reason why it's good for a man to have multiple partners but it's wrong if it's a woman. And then was ilokhuzana isithembu saDulas. They said ukuthi uDulas benoMamhlongo bayaqhubeka nokujola, which uMashozi didn't understand because she had to ask the question again, niyaqhubeka nokujola? Yes, siyaqhubeka nokujola vele. She says uDulas uthi mina nginankinga soqhubeka nokujola, umuntu esomenza isilima yilowa ya othandana noMamhlongo. And then all of a sudden na kuyaphela uThembelani, because he can't wait, he's so excited to be on TV, he can't wait for his turn. Nange kuphakamisa isandla esethi uyakhuluma uThembelani uthi yena lo muntu othandana noMamhlongo ngoba uDulas wangakuba uyabekwa ngeweekend, meaning ukuthi they were threatening to kill someone. I think ubaba uMseleko when uGezani said, was it Gezani? uGezani njalo, not uThembelani, guys, ngiyabadida. uGezani said ukuthi lo muntu lo othandana lo uyabekwa ngeweekend, meaning ukuthi kushuthi bazombulala. I think they said ubaba uMseleko ignore ignore ngoba uvele wamla, and then just ask a different question, because honestly that was such a serious thing for somebody to say about somebody on national TV. And then yes, anyway, that was all about isini. That was about isithembu sika lokhuzana sika Dulas. Kodwa sika Dulas. Now uma ngabe sebehamba ka the interview them a little bit ukuthi and what do they think about that? uMashozi says ukuthi ulona ubechoma ngokuthi umamkhulu, but now akaseyona umamkhulu, and I understand ukuthi how can they say ukuthi bayaqhubeka nokujola. ulona uyasho nje ukuthi bona bazoqhubeka nje nokujola, you know. And obviously all of the guys had a problem with the issue kaMamhlongo saying she has a boyfriend, but she insists ukuthi no, but nawe and uThembelani besho kanjalo ukuthi how can you say amukho umuntu wesilisa ongathandana nomuntu wesifazane othi nomunye umuntu, athi how can you say that ube wena unabantu abawu2, angithi wena unoMamthombeni futhi unoMamkhize, athi anginawo mina ukuthi mhlawumbe nginomunye nginomakhwapheni, mina nginomThombeni noMamkhize kuphela. But those are two people most. Anyway, So yes, so they move on ke. Oh, Umtomben did ask about this Kwama Dulas, the famous Kwama, apparently because people were making a big deal after Ibkonjiswe on TV in the American he changed the bag to a small bag. I really don't believe because there's anything there's something in Dulas's bag that makes him ukuthi angashiwa abantu besifazane. Ayike idrama ke iqale angiyazi ukuthi microphone ifika njengoba ngisho ukuthi bekuyi chaos laphayana because phela they were supposed ilokhuzana bese iphelile senior Dulas bese they were supposed to move bahlale phansi and then the other triple this is not a couple the other triple yohlala phambili how angazi microphone ifika kanjani kuSamantha athi Samantha uqondanisa kade ngitshela ukuthi uMamhlongo ucifele uqondanisa ihlo hey ulona hayibo uMamhlongo uthi ucifele uqondanisa and then I was like what if uqondanisa is the other guy kaMamhlongo and why uqondanisa exabanisa manje ngoba ngabe bamcifelile ihlo naye wacifa kwaphela kanjani yindaba exabanise manje hayi yaqala ke manje iargument uthi iargument kaSamantha ukuthi just because isithembu sakho no Dulas didn't work doesn't mean ukuthi fanele nawo uwise esethu uMamhlongo wathi hey ningazositshela thina ngeyithembu zenu bheda yonke indawo leni isithembu sethu siyabheda nesenu siyabheda bathi bona hayi basikhuluma mamchunu wathi uzwe ngoba ukuthi isithembu sikaSilisa siyabheda yazi mamchunu strategic lo mama hayi ke akuwisho ke lapho ukuthi yesethi isithembu singcono kunesakho kanjani after bechomelana ngeyithembu vele ibhedayo zonke omunye ecabanga ukuthi esakhe isithembu singcono kunesomunye uyabagiva boMamhlongo ukuthi ayisuka ziyabheda zonke kuyabheda yonke indawo vele hayi ke bese ke kubizwa uThembi uGezani kubizwa uGezani with uMacele obviously uMamkhize is not there because uMamkhize phela stepped out yes kodwa we need to do a video and just say Thapsile what a great decision for that young girl I hope she has a young boyfriend somewhere having fun because this was not it for these young girls it just wasn't and uMacele can see that kule episode okay bayaphambili she looks very nice Shema uMacele I think after last reunion she saw ukuthi uMamkhize because she was dressed very very simple last reunion and uMamkhize wafika you know uMamkhize it was like uya ku matric dance or something so now you tell good but still you know phela vele personality yakhe ayiyona ukuthi qama yabo so she was looking very nice manje was she wearing pantyhose I don't know but imlenze yakhe was shiny nje but bemuhle bandle bemuhle and then ke beza ke noGezani they start talking about isithembu sabo and then they start talking about uMamkhize nokuhamba kaMamkhize obviously it's clear ukuthi indaba yakhe bona uMamkhize iphelile and then uyabuza umsele ukuthi ene usuke wazama yini wena ebuza kuMacele ukuthi ene umbuyisa uMamkhize uyasho ukuthi hayi angazama phela kumbuyisa uMamkhize because she feels like uMamkhize loves uThembele ulona uGezani it's just that influence uma wakhe noaunt wakhe which is a good thing vele your mom and your aunt should influence you to get out of his temple when you are that young and then uGezani hey bafethu yabona ama relationships we must tell our kids ukuthi hey kuyanyiwa laphayana so ke hayi fine useyabuza kulokhuzani ukuthi are you happy umsele kuyabuza kulona kuGezani ukuthi are you happy with the efforts that uMacele have made ukuthi that she said she's going to make ukuthi abuyise uMamkhize athi no I know she has tried already because ngabona efonini emncenga so athi so uyajabula ukuthi wenza kanjalo ukuthi uyakuncengela athi na it won't work and umsele was like but ke at least bonga ukuthi and she is trying you know athi yo lo nkosikazi wakhe kufanele kube na something ayitholayo for helping you angithandi le concept kababa umseleka ngifuna uqamba manga ngithandi le concept yokuthi umuntu wesifazane it doesn't matter how umuntu wesifazane feels like it doesn't matter how they feel as long as they do into supporting daughter, then they are a great wife. If you do something as supporting daughter, it doesn't matter what like how it makes you feel. Kanti thina are we not humans bantu samatshe nje lawa yana le noma izinja nje nabantu besifazane ukuthi it's not considered how it makes you feel or how it makes you look, how embarrassing it is for you as umuntu wesifazane, as long as you are supporting the ridiculousness that your husband, whoever this is, because they are not even husbands, they do. Angithandi leyo concept bafethu. Every time he says something like that, now you must be rewarded because you are supporting your husband, but what about your feelings? Because ebusweni buka Macele, guys, it's just, there's something that just doesn't sit well with me when I see that girl. Shame. So she says, and she really preferred Mamkize. I guess what she has accepted go to Ulona Ugezani wants his team. She says uMamkhize ube umuntu onomoya ophansi. Nami ngiyawuthanda umoya kaMamkhize bafethu. And I wish ukuthi uMamkhize noMacele could become friends outside of uLokhuzana, outside of Ugezani issue, because I really feel like they could be really great friends. But she says ukuthi bethanda umoya wakhe bengamkhozela idrama. She feels like it could have worked, so akafuna umunye umuntu, obvious. How the producers, they had arranged apparently for Mabiella, who is the third one, Kalona Kakezani, the one abekhombisa abanye esithombeni. Nakhona futhi I feel like it's a different girl, because that one was very young abemkhombisa esithombeni. This one is just different. I feel like that's again. But yeah, they said it's the one abekhombisa those brothers back nakubedla inyama eLokhuzana eChesterville. Was they Chesterville or Bekuthembelani lo? I can't remember Kezani. And then wabakhombisa isithombe at that picture, Mabiella ke lo. While Lona is sitting there, uMacele, not even expecting, nobody prepared that girl. There's a new girl that is going to come to the show to claim your man as her man. Nobody. Nada. No, not even her husband knew. Ngathi naye bengazi uGezani ukuthi uMabiella uyeza. Kwathiwa nje yeah, nanga okay, ngoba sikhuluma ngoMabiella. And uBamsela didn't say ukuthi Macele, do you know ukuthi sekunomunye umuntu, you know? And then say ukuthi okay, that girl, we invited her to the show and she is here. Are you okay with her coming in? Don't njoba ngisho ukuthi yabona in these shows when it comes to ama feelings omuntu wesifazane, it's like they don't exist. Nobody cares what umuntu wesifazane feels, things. They don't care. Nobody prepared that girl even for just a minute to say okay, she's gonna come out now, are you okay? And then you know, so she can breathe, you know. Akhuphula amahlombe phela you're about to meet, you know, how a beautiful girl. I imagine sitting in that chair, because that girl is beautiful, muhle umi kahle. And I'm getting a surprise. I was here like Lokhuzana Macele being that young at that age. How does she feel? I didn't like that scene. I didn't. And the girls, yes, young girls, if there's any young girls that watch my channel, young girls, listen, there's something called karma. If you do something like that to another woman, it's coming to you 10 times. It's going to come back to you. I'm telling you, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. You don't do that. Even if it's a woman you don't like, we have to, as women, we have to be very mindful of the things that we do to other women. Like for you to just show up and be like, he is my man, you know, Gucci. Because phela you are being brought in as number 2. Okay, wafika wabingelelisa kwathiwa ke who is that? Indoda yami. Esho kuGezani. I was surprised. Obviously uMacele was surprised. Shame yazi Nkosi yami. Someone find me uMacele. I wanna send a message to say, listen girl, you deserve better. I'm not saying leave that man, but if you can do, if you can run, because she really looked defeated. She looked defeated. She looked embarrassed, and it looks like she said she's never seen or heard of her. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But that was like the last scene that we saw. Honestly, the reunion felt like chaos. It felt a little bit disorganized. I hope they realized that with the first part and the second part, but it looks like more drama is coming, because uMacele ngazi ukuthi akazoyizwa indaba kaMabiella. I'm sure now she's wishing uMamkhize would just come back. But it's like ulona ugezani manje akasayingeni kaMamkhize sehamba noMabiella. So it's either uMacele accepts Mabiella or she moves on. But yeah, that was the episode for today. Did I enjoy this reunion? Not really. I didn't think that there was a lot that was revealed in this reunion except for the Mabiella part, which I guess we're going to get clarity with next week. And I'm surprised because Mabiella kwakuthiwa akasifuni isithembu. Maybe she saw uGezani on TV and all of a sudden became interested because all of these girls seem to be excited to be on TV. So yeah, uMasithole is there as well. I think they're going to ask her that question yokuthi usayiyona yini insika, uthi akaseyona insika kodwa usazala insika. Hey, inenkani le ntombazane. Hey, mina bengizothi no, I'm not insika shame. That was a misinterpretation. Whatever, I misspoke. But no, she still insists. Akaseyona yini insika but ingane yakhe insika. Anyway, guys, there was an episode for today. Please don't forget to like the video before niphume kuyona. Please share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginethanda kakhulu.